Guys, remember, if you can't write and do this at the same time, then don't just listen. You can always take a picture of it, and you can always watch the video later. Just make sure that everything gets done. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is rotation. This is rotate. Rotation means to turn. So I'm going to write to turn here at the top. Okay. When it says 90 degrees counterclockwise, that physically means that you're going to turn one time, one turn, I'm going to say, to the left. That's what that physically means is you're going to take your picture and you're going to turn it one time to the left. So one time to the left, take this picture, and I'm going to turn one time to the left. That will be just like this. And so this is where the new picture would actually be, in this bottom quadrant right here, which is quadrant 4. All right, but if we can't physically do that, then what we do is we use our rules. We're going to look for, and you can use your cheat sheet here. We're going to look for the one that says 90 degrees counterclockwise, and that's this one. And this is the rule. And what that rule means is that you're going to switch your X and your Y coordinate and change the sign of the new X. So that's what I'm going to write here. You're going to switch X and Y and change sign of new X. So I'm going to write my ordered pairs here. So that's my pre-image. And remember, the pre-image is before the move. The image is after the move. That was the essential question today that you answered a little earlier. All right, so before the move, my pre-image, Z is at this point right here. You start at the origin. You're going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you don't go up or down, so that's 0. So this is -4 and 0. My pre-image for J before the move is right here. Start at the origin. You're going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down 1, 2. So that's -5, comma, -2. My pre-image for L is right here. You start at the origin. You don't go left or right. So that's 0. And you're going to go down 1, 2, 3. So that's 0 and -3. 0, comma, -3. Questions about how I got these ordered pairs? All right, so now let's do our image. Remember, since we're not physically going to move our paper, or sometimes we physically can't move our paper, we're using this rule. And the rule says we're going to switch X and Y. Remember, don't forget your cheat sheet. You're going to switch X and Y, and then you're going to change the sign of the new X. So if I switch X and Y, instead of it being -4 and 0, it's going to be 0 and -4. Then it says make the new X, change the sign of the new X. New X is 0. 0 is neither negative or positive, so there's nothing to change. Let's look at, and this is, forgot Z prime. Let's look at J prime. Where is J going to move to? We switch the X and the Y. So our X becomes Y and our Y becomes X. So instead of it being -5, comma, -2, it's going to be -2 first, comma, -5. Then our X, our new X, we got to change the sign of it. This is a -2, so now we make it a +2. L, or L prime. Our new location for L, we're going to flip or switch the X and the Y. So instead of being 0, comma, -3, it's going to be -3, comma, 0. Okay. Had to let somebody in the lobby. All right. So now look at this. We're going to graph these points now. So what we have is 0, -4. Start at the origin, 0. -4 is down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my new location for Z, Z prime. J prime is positive 2 and negative 5. Start at the origin. Positive 2 is to the right. 1, 2. Negative 5 is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. J prime. And L prime is going to be negative 3 and 0. So, wait a minute. Yeah. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and 0. Wait a minute. Let's raise this something wrong. Where's L? L is here. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's right. Oh, look at this. Negative 3. It's supposed to be positive 3. Forgot to change this sign. I was like, what did I do? Forgot to change that sign. I got sidetracked. Sorry, y'all. So instead of it being negative 3, it's supposed to be positive 3. I was like, what in the world's going on? All right, so let's start that one again. Positive 3 is to the right. 1, 2, 3. And 0 is neither up or down, so we stay right here. I was like, good grief. So this is going to be L prime. This, of course, is my pre-image. And this is my image. Okay? All right, let's look at number 2. It says translate 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. Another way that they might write this, guys, if they're saying left or right, that's X. So another way you could see this is being X because it's right. Since it's right, it's going to be plus. You're adding. So you could see X plus 4, which means 4 units to the right. And then Y is up and down. Then you could see Y, and since it says down, minus 1. So you could see this as a rule. And I need to write X, Y. You could see this instead of seeing this. So you might still see 4 units to the right, 1 unit down, or you could see this, X plus 4 because it's right. If it said left, it'd be not minus. Since it says right, it's positive. Or you could see, since it says down, it's minus. If it says up, it would be positive. So you could see this as well. This is the rule that you could see. So now back to the translation. Translation is to slide. And we're going to take each of these points and slide them 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. So I'm going to take F and I'm going to go 4 to the right. I'm going to start counting over. This is over 1, over 2, 3, 4, and then down 1. This is my new location for F. That's F prime. Don't forget the tick mark. I do the same thing for G. 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 unit down. This is G prime. Then I go to Y. Y is 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is my Y prime. This is before the move, pre-image, without the tick marks. This is after the move, image, with the tick marks. Okay? All right, translation number 3, again, is to slide. You have 1 unit to the right and 1 unit up. So you're going to move everything 1 unit to the right and 1 unit up. So let's start with this top one, 1 unit to the right and 1 unit up. This is T prime. Let's go with J. 1 unit to the right, 1 unit up. This is J prime. M, 1 unit to the right, 1 unit up. This is M prime. E, 1 unit to the right, 1 unit up. This is E prime. And all you're doing here is just connecting. You label where it started as the pre-image without the tick marks. This is before the move. After the move is called the image that's with the tick marks. The last one, number 4, reflection. It says reflect across the x-axis. So we're going to trace over the x-axis because this is where we're going to flip it. This is my line of reflection. The x-axis is. So whatever is above x, when you flip it, it's going to be below x. Whatever points are below x, when you flip it, it's going to be above x. So C and J, when you flip it, is going to be under the line. And M and K, when you flip it, is going to be above. All right, so let's look at C first. C is only 1 unit above the line. So when you flip it, it's going to be 1 unit below the line. C prime. J is going to be J is going to be 1 unit above the line. Sorry, guys. 1 unit above the line. So when you flip it, it's going to be 1 unit below. This is your new location for J. So this is J prime. Now let's look at M. M is under the line. So when you flip it, it's going to be above the line. So with M, you have 2 places below the line. 1, 2. So when you flip it, it's going to be 2 places above the line. 1, 2. This is my new location for M. So that's M prime. K is below the line. So when you flip it, it's going to be above the line. K is 1, 2, 3, 4 units below. So when you flip it, it's going to be 4 above. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is my new location for K. So that's K prime. Lastly, connect. And we're labeling. So here, where it started is the pre-image before the move. And where it ended, I keep poking holes in the paper, is the image after the move. Stop my video.